Our top story this morning, after a relatively obscure existence for more than 6 decades, the Heights Water District, the small government entity that runs the Heights water system, finds itself in the headlines. From a $4 million overdue bill with the city of Billings to revelations that the water board has never held an election and new accusations that the board's policies and fees are stifling growth in the Heights. U2's Jay Cohn is on special assignment this morning to help us wade through the muddy waters.
The more we ask and the more we talk to developers and investors and realtors, this frustration that the Heights Water District is impeding development in the Heights through arbitrary fees, arbitrary processes, and lack of transparency. I live in the water district, I'm a customer, and I'm not willing to stand for an entity that's supposed to be serving our community standing in the way of progress.
Heights Task Force Chair Jennifer Owen is asking the same question that has echoed along Main Street in the Heights for decades. And that is, why does this part of town end up losing out when it comes to new amenities and businesses? Owen says much of that blame is due to the fact that the Heights has a reputation as a tough place to do business, starting first and foremost with the Heights Water District.
I think there are good people who are trying to do their best, but there is just a genuine lack of transparency and openness and accountability. There's not public announcements, there's not recruitments, there's not a desire to bring people in and ensure that everything operates openly. I just think that has to come to a stop.
Former Billings City Councilman Larry Brewster got so frustrated trying to deal with the Heights Water Board that now as a state lawmaker, he's changing the law that governs special water and sewer districts. Montana has more than 400 such districts statewide.
I didn't want it to appear to be just about the Heights Water District, but really about everywhere. And after I put it in, I got calls from a lot of places in the state who said they were having the same kinds of problems as we were in Billings. So then it had a little more importance to it.
Brewster's bill passed the House last week on a final vote of 95-2. It's now scheduled for its first Senate hearing next Wednesday. During discussion of the bill, Brewster referred to the Heights Water District as the poster child for disaster.
We really need to work to make it affordable for people to invest in the Heights and put businesses there, because none of them are going to come if they look at a $300,000 bill or a $200,000 bill just to get a water service in a building that already had the water service.
Developers and realtors MTN News spoke with pointed not to the rates Heights water customers pay, but rather to the water district's annexation and system development fees, which they liken to a cover charge. Heights Water Board President WYNN PIPPIN says in her 20-plus years on the board, no one has ever brought up the issue.
Nobody came and said, wow, we feel you're way out of line. How many people called Duke about it? None. How many called Peyton about it? None. How many called me about it? None. But it's a big issue? Really? So why won't you talk to us about it then?
As for complaints over a lack of transparency and compliance with the open meetings law, again, Pippin says it's the first she's heard such complaints. Regarding accusations the board is anti-development, Pippin says that simply doesn't hold water.
Business development involves a lot besides just water. So what is it besides water that's holding businesses back from developing? They're saying it's all on water, and we're saying show us where we are the limiting factor. But yet they've never come and even asked us. So it's hard to be put in the corner and blamed for something when no one will even sit down and talk to us about it.
One of the most astonishing facts is that the Heights Water Board has not held an election, maybe ever. But that's about to change as ballots will be mailed out next month to customers and property owners in the water district. I don't know about you, but when I get to the page of the ballot where candidates are running for the local water and sewer district, I would just ignore it. Do I know these people? Does it really matter? Well, the answer is yes, it does matter. They say that real change starts at the ballot box. Voters in the Heights Water District have a chance to kickstart that change coming up on May 4th. In the Billings Heights, I'm Jay Cohn reporting for MTN News.
Thank you so much, Jay. The Heights Water District is the largest of its kind in Montana with more than 5,800 service connections. In the upcoming election, 8 candidates, including 3 incumbents, are running for 5 seats on the board, and voters get to pick 3.